Show you our new feature supporting Cisco Medianet and MediaTrace within LiveAction. So let's take a look.
What we're seeing today is specifically 3 different methods of testing and monitoring that have been added since the Medianet capabilities have been released within the Cisco IOS. This new NetFlow capability is called Medianet Performance Monitor, and it also makes use of flexible NetFlow not only to report standard NetFlow, but also key media and application performance metrics for traffic flows. These performance metrics are geared for RTP traffic streams, voice and video, but the metrics are also available for TCP. Performance Monitor uses flexible NetFlow and NetFlow version 9 for exporting flow records. We're going to also demonstrate session monitoring using MediaTrace, the ability of following a flow through the network, video or voice, and troubleshooting a problem. And last, testing also with the new feature called IPSLA VO for video operation. So let's take a look at the new capabilities within LiveAction. Here we are looking at LiveAction from the home view, and what I'd like to do today is I'm going to come over and select my 2921 router, and as we can see, it's exporting regular NetFlow right now, and we can see the flows and all the usual fields that we're used to. I'm going to go up to the top of the screen and select Medianet, and now Medianet brings up the Medianet flows as we can now see. I'm sorting them by the RTP SSRC, so this seat number can easily be identified from device to device to be able to follow a flow. So let's pause the display and select a particular call of interest, or video call or voice call, and when I scroll over, notice for the first time what you can see is packet loss percentages, and for the first time RFC 3550 jitter measurements for showing max, mean, and as well minimum. So for the first time ever coming from your router, we can now see this information, or your switch, and this is great detail to have without having a probe, having to span traffic, add additional equipment. You see, I can see this actual flow right now on the actual 2921, and if I click on my 1811 router as well and pause the display, there's that same SSRC number. We can scroll over well and see the same jitter measurements and see how jitter is increased, as well as also a loss vent count and packet loss percentages are also increased. This is where the second feature comes in, called MediaTrace. So I'll go to the home view and actually click on the table view and show all the flows, and we can go up and actually pick that one actual flow for video going through the network and execute MediaTrace. MediaTrace now is a new functionality built into the iOS that allows the routers to single out a single video or voice call through the network and then bring back performance metrics for that call or video. So we're actually setting up MediaTrace now in the background using our technology, making it very easy. And here are the 3 hops for the conversation, and we'll refresh the data, and then we can actually start getting our measurements in. And instantly we start seeing where the latency has occurred in the 3 hops, and very easily can be measured just by refreshing the screen. And now we can actually have our performance of RTP packet loss percentages, RTP packet loss expected, loss, and jitter measurements are all being supplied, as well as a detailed diagram of through the network of how the actual call is performing as well. So this is MediaTrace in action, and it's very nice and very easy to implement when you're using LiveAction. The last thing I'd like to show you today is the IPSLA VO. So let's click our IPSLA tab, and as you can see, I've got some IPSLA tests that are running across the network right now. Here's a jitter test that's running here. Here we have some jitter tests here, but the ones we're concerned with there are our new IPSLA VO. Notice these tests that are running right here. Here's a video stream. Here's another jitter test I'm running, and there's another video stream as well. So we can see the 2 video streams going in one direction and see the video streams going in the other direction. This is an IPSLA VO test that I have actually set up using LiveAction. That's right, for the first time a 3560 and a 3750 can actually generate traffic on the network to allow you to baseline your network for the first time. So using LiveAction, it's easy for us to create the test by simulating the number of video tests per device. So I can select telepresence, ITPV, or either IP video surveillance camera, and we can actually easily set up the topology as a mesh or a hub and spoke, and you simply add the devices in, schedule the test for how long you'd like for it to run, and we generate all the configurations automatically and push them out to the devices, and then the test automatically starts. What's nice is that we can go to reports, and then we can come down and look to a video operation time series, and look how clean my network's running right now. No loss, jitter, or latency, and with me simulating 2 calls across the network as well. If you like what you've seen today and you'd like to see